Hello friends, welcome to Anis Academy. I welcome you once again to ratio and proportion series. In this video we are going to solve in ratio and proportion problem number 16 to 20. Okay, so let's get started. So as you can see in question number 16, we are going to solve this problem. Here it says three numbers are in ratio 1 is to 2, 1 by 2 is to 2 by 3 is to 3 by 4. So here these ratios are given in a fraction form. The difference between greatest and smallest number is 36 is also given. Find the numbers. So we have to calculate the numbers. Okay. So it looks little complicated because it is given in fractional form, but very easy trick. I will tell you friends how to solve this problem. So first, if you see, we have the ratios in 2 is to 2, 1 by 2, 2 by 3 and 3 by 4 form. This is a fractional form. So let us convert this into a whole number. Okay, so if you want to convert this into whole number, we can quickly take the LCM of these denominators 2, 3 and 4. So the LCM of this denominator will be 12, right? So what I'm going to do is I'll multiply 12 to each one of them. Okay, so if we multiply any number to all the numbers, it will still remain the same. So if I multiply 12 into 1 is 12 upon 2 is to 12 into 2 upon 3. So hope you have understood friends. We have taken LCM of 2, 3 and 4 is to 12 into 3 upon 4. Now let us start the cancellation. So we can cancel this, it will become 6. If we cancel this, it will become 4. It will become 3. So the new ratio will come as here 6 is to 4 2s are 8 is to 3 3s are 9. So now we have got this fractional ratio. We have converted into whole number 6, 8 and 9. So it will become easy for us to find out. And here we can very clearly see that it says here find the numbers. Okay, and then greatest and smallest, difference between greatest and smallest is 36. So we can very clearly see this is the greatest number, this is the smallest. This is the ratio, but if we multiply with a coefficient, okay, with a variable, it will become the number, right? So this is the greatest 9. Ratio of the greatest number. So what is the greatest number? 9x. If we multiply x to 9, it will become greatest number minus, okay, smallest number, right? Difference means we have to do the subtraction. Smallest is, this ratio is 6, so 6x will become the smallest number. So the difference between greatest and the smallest is 36. It is given over here. Okay, so find the numbers. So upon solving this equation, we will get the value of x and we can multiply that x to all these ratios. We will get the numbers, right? Because ratio is 6 is to 8 is to 9. So the numbers are 6x, 8x and 9x. Okay, so now here using this equation, we are going to calculate the value of x. So 9x minus 6x will become 3x is equal to 36, wherein x is equal to 36 upon 3. If we cancel this, okay, 3 1s are 3, 3 2s are 6. So this becomes 12. The value of x is 12. So now we have to find the numbers, right? So to find the numbers are 6 into 12, 8 into 12, because the value of x is 12, and 9 into 12. So 6 into 12 is 72, 8 into 12 is 96 and 9 into 12 is 108. So this is our answer. Hope you have understood this problem, friends. Now let us quickly solve question number 17. In question number 17, it says the ratio of market price of wheat and paddy is 2 is to 3. I'll just erase this. We'll solve question number 17 over here itself. So whatever is given, I will write it here. So ratio of market prices of wheat and paddy is 2 is to 3, and the ratio of quantities consumed in a family is 5:4. Find the ratio of expenditure of wheat and paddy. Okay, so here if you notice friends, the ratio of wheat and paddy, okay, market price means price of wheat and paddy is ratio is 2:3. So wheat price WP is to paddy price, okay, PP is given as 2:3. Okay friends, now what is given? Ratio of quantities consumed in a family. Okay, so wheat consumed, so I'll write WC is to paddy consumed is in a family is 5:4. These two ratios are given, and it is asking you to find the ratio of expenditure of wheat and paddy. So how to find the expenditure? So expenditure means if you are consuming 5, okay, and you know whatever is my consumption, if I multiply it with the price, so we'll get the expenditure, right? So this is our ratio 2:3. So here if you have to find the wheat price, it will become 2x, and paddy price will become 3x. Paddy price will become 3x. Okay, similarly here if you see wheat consumption is 5, we'll take y, and paddy consumption is 4y. Okay, so this is price, this is consumption. So what is our expenditure? Expenditure is price into consumption, right? Price into consumption. So on this basis, expenditure for wheat expenditure is equal to wheat price, which is 2x, multiplied with wheat consumption, which is 5y. And similarly paddy expenditure for that family is paddy price, which is 3x, multiplied with paddy consumption, which is 4y. So we have to find the ratio of the expenditure. So if you have to find the ratio, we will do like this: wheat upon paddy expenditure. So here also, now if you see, this is all in multiplication, so we can cancel x, we can cancel y also, and with 2 we can cancel this 4. So here only 5 is left, here 3 2s are 6. So the ratio of expenditure of wheat and paddy is 5:6. This is the answer friends. Okay, hope you have enjoyed this 17th problem. Now let us solve next set of problems. So friends, here I am ready with the next set of problems. Let us solve question number 18 now. Rupees 8,400 is divided among A, B, C and D, okay, in such a way that shares of A and B, B and C and D are in the ratios: for AB 2:3, for BC ratio is 4:5, and for CD ratio is 6:7 respectively. So the share of A is, so we have to find what is the share of A in this amount 8,400. Okay, so the split up ratio is given: A is to B, B is to C and C is to D. What we have to do is here, since this amount is divided among A, B, C and D, okay, so we will find a combined ratio for A, B, C, D. Okay, for that I have already taught you this trick in the previous questions. Fine, so let us do that way, same again. So we will write here A, B, C, D. Okay, now for AB the ratio is given here 2:3, so we will write 2:3, these two are blank. Okay, for BC it is given 4:5, so B is 4, C is 5, so here this and this is blank. Now for C and D it is given 6 and 7, so C and D 6 and 7, so these two are blank, no problem. What are we going to fill in the blanks? The number next to the blank that we will be filling over there. So next to these blanks we have the number 3, so we will fill 3 over here, Okay. Now next to this blank we have 4, so we will fill 4. Here next to this blank we have 5, so we will fill 5. Next to these blanks we have 6, so we will fill 6 here. Okay. Now as per the trick, we have to do the multiplication for all the columns. Now here I can see we can make it more simple, that 3 is available in all the columns, so we can cancel it off. Okay, that will make our sum easier. So I'm going to cancel 3, 3, 3. Now where is the 3 in this column? I can see 3 is available here. It says 6 can be written as 2 into 3, right? So this 3 is cancelled. So now this way will, this became a little easier. So we'll multiply here. 4 2s are 8, 8 2s are 16. Okay. Now here 6 4s are 24, 5 6s are 30, and 7 5s are 35. So this gives us the ratio of A is to B is to C is to D. Okay, 16, 24, 30 and 35 combined ratio. Okay, now what the question says, the share of A is, we have to find the share of A. So A's share is equal to, so A's share is equal to, we know, right? This also we have done in the previous questions. How to find the share of A? We will write the ratio of A. Ratio of A is 16 here. So 16 upon, okay, sum of these ratios total. So 16 plus 24 plus 30 plus 35, if we add, this will give 105. So we will write here 105. Okay, and multiplied by the total value, total money which is to be divided, 8,400. Now we shall do the cancellation. So we can see with 5, if we cancel this, it will become 21. With 5, if we cancel 8400, this will become 1680. Now with 3 we can cancel, this is 7, and this becomes 560. And with 7, if we cancel 560, it will become 80. So the share of A is 16 into 80, which upon multiplication will give 1280. So this is the answer. Okay, what is the share of A? 1280 in this amount. So we have solved question number 18, friends, using the very easy method. Okay, now let us solve question number 19. So in question number 19, if you see, it says A is equal to 2 upon 5B and B is equal to 3 upon 7C. Then find A is to B is to C. Okay, so that means we have, A and B values are given, and we have to find the ratio of A is to B is to C. So how to find? This question is also very easy, friends. Okay, I'm going to solve it here. So first I will write each of these fractions here. So you can see A is equal to 2 upon 5B. So this can also be written as, if I shift B to this side, this will become A upon B is equal to 2 upon 5. This can also be written as A is to B is equal to 2 is to 5. Okay. Now similarly, we will do for this also, which is B is equal to 3 upon 7 C given. We will shift C to this side, will become B upon C is equal to 3 upon 7. Can also be written as B is to C is equal to 3 is to 7. Now we have the ratio of A is to B, B is to C. We will find the ratio of A is to B is to C. This, using the same trick. So what are we going to do here is, we will write A, B, C, and then for AB we have 2 and 5. This is blank. For BC we have 3 and 7. This is blank. No problem, let us fill the blank. Blank is next to number 5. So we will write here 5. This blank is next to number 3. So we will write here 3. Now multiply each column. So this will give 6. 5 3s are 15. 5 7s are 35. So we'll put ratios over here, and here we can write A is to B is to C is equal to 6 is to 15 is to 35. So we have solved this 19th problem also. Now the last problem for this video, friends. Last problem, it says if A is to B is equal to C is to D is equal to E is to F is equal to 3 is to 5, then find the ratio of MA plus NC plus OE is to MB plus ND plus OF. So we have to find the ratio of this. So let us quickly solve this also using a very easy method. Okay, please be with me. Just the last problem. So here what I am going to do is, first I will write what is given. So we have it here, A by B, the ratio is given. I can also write it as A by B is equal to C by D is equal to E by F is equal to 3 upon 5. So now if you notice, A is equal to C is equal to E is equal to 3, means all the numerators are equal to 3, we can say, and all the denominators B, D and F is equal to F, we can say, because it is given here. Now what we have to find is the ratio of these two. So this also I will write here. So MA plus NC plus OE upon MB plus ND plus OF. Right? Now what I am going to do here is A, C and E. A, C and E. We will replace the values with, we'll put the value. What is the value of A, C and E? It is 3. So we'll write 3M plus 3N plus 3O for numerator. Similarly, for B, D and F, if you see B, D and F, we can write 5. Okay. So we'll write here 5M plus 5N plus 5O. So now if you see 3 is there in all the places, so we can take 3 common. In the numerator it will become M plus N plus O, and the denominator will become, if we take 5 common, M plus N plus O. So we can cancel M plus N plus O from this fraction, and this will become 3 upon 5, which can also be written as 3 is to 5. So this is the answer. 3 is to 5 is the required ratio. Okay. So we have solved this last problem also. Hope you have enjoyed this video with me. Okay, please like the video, share it with your friends also, and if you are new to my channel, subscribe to this channel. Okay, and give your valuable feedback through the comments. Thank you very much.